In this video, we will look into the details of User Datagram Protocol UDP. As we know, transport layer is having major two protocols. One is TCP and another is UDP. And UDP is connectionless, unreliable transport layer protocol, whereas TCP is reliable protocol. UDP segments may lose and it may delivered out of order to the application layer. Then connectionless in the meaning that no handshaking between UDP sender and receiver. Each UDP segment handled independently of others. That means there is no continuation between previous segment and the current segment. Each segments are independently moving from source to destination. No delay for connection establishment. UDP just blast away without any formal preliminaries, which avoids introducing any unnecessary delays. So, UDP communication will be faster than TCP. No connection state is maintained in UDP. So, no allocation of buffers or parameters is required. And it is having small packet header overhead. So, the UDP is having a header of only 8 bytes long. We will see this in detail in the coming slide. We have covered some of the problems associated with UDP, but still UDP is used in some situations where streaming of multimedia we use UDP, and domain name systems we use UDP, RIP routing information protocol where we use UDP, SNMP simple network management protocol, there also we use UDP. But still the reliability should be ensured. So this reliability ensuring is performed at the application layer. That is, transport layer is not guaranteeing any reliability for the data, but the application layer programmer has to make sure the reliability of the data. This is the structure of UDP segment or the format of the UDP segment. It consists of 4 fields: source port, destination port, length, and checksum. We will see each of these 4 fields in detail in the coming slide. And here it is application data or payload. This is the actual message which has to be forwarded from the source to the destination, and it is also known as payload. Then what are the advantages of UDP? UDP, as we said in the previous slide, it is very simple protocol with minimum overhead, no connection establishment, so it will be faster than than TCP, and it will be simple, and no connection state is maintained at the sender or the receiver, and small header size and fixed header size, this we will see in the coming slide, and no congestion control is performed in the UDP. So UDP can blast away as fast as desired. So some advantages are also there for the UDP. That is why in some occasions we prefer UDP than TCP. We will see in detail what are the entities inside the header. One is source port. Source port specifies the port number associated with the source application program, and destination port specifies the port number associated with the destination host machine's application program, and the length field specifies the number of bytes of the UDP segment, which includes data as well as header. Header means two 32-bit rows, that is 32-bit, 16-bit for source port, 16-bit for destination port, then 16-bit for length, then 16-bit for checksum. Total of 8 bytes header, then the remaining is data. So the length of the data may vary. That is why the length include fixed header length plus variable data length. So the total length of the message is stored in the length field, and checksum is used by receiving host to check whether the errors have been introduced in the segment. Checksum is used to determine whether the bits within the UDP segment have been altered or some flipped bits are there or not. For this, we use ones complement addition to compute the checksum. Then, what is the role of checksum is explained in detail here. The goal of the checksum is to detect errors or flipped bits in the transmitted segment. If a 1 is changed to 0 or a 0 changed to 1, it is known as flipped bits. Such kind of errors can be identified at the receiving side with the help of checksum field. What is happening with the checksum field at the sending side? Treat the segment's contents, including the header field, as a sequence of 16-bit integers, and checksum is computed on this data. Checksum computation means it is adding of bits in the ones complement pattern. You know how to add two 16-bit numbers with ones complement addition. You studied it in digital in the previous semester. Sender puts the checksum value into the UDP checksum field. That is, as a part of the UDP message, there is a field checksum, and in that field, the computed checksum value is stored at the sending side. At the receiving side, again, checksum is computed upon the received data. If the computed checksum is equal to the value stored in the checksum field when the segment was sent from the sending side. If these two values are equal, then there is no error detected. If some variation is there in the computed checksum and the arrived checksum, then we can make sure that there is some errors in the data or some flipping of bits is happened in the data. Here one example is given for adding the computing the checksum. The data is given in the first two rows, that is a 16-bit data. The addition is just like this: 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, 1 plus 0 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, carry 1, carry 1 plus 0 plus 0, that is equal to 1, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1, and similar to that, the normal binary addition is performed. And here comes a carry. In all the cases, there need not arise a carry. If there is a carry, then it has to be added again to this calculated sum. That time we get this result as the sum. That is, this sum plus the wraparound carry is added, we get this result. And the ones complement, that is, you change the 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 in all the bits positions. Then we get the ones complement. This is what is known as the checksum. This checksum is added to the data and it is sent as a part of the message. This is a question given to you from the previous question paper to compute the 16-bit checksum generated for transmitting the following block of data. Just to identify it in terms of 16 bits, I have given it in another color. No speciality for giving this color in red. You can just add using the ones complement method. That is what the only thing you need to do here. Thank you.